And it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, and it is still too hot to be doing what I'm doing, but that's not going to keep me from playing. That is some green metallic paint, and that's not really wanting to come out. Oh wait, I almost had it. Oh, I can't, I don't have time for that. Yes? Okay, well that's a Floetrol booger right there. Come on. Come on. Come out. Holy. Ha! Alright, so I'm going to do some stripes with my shovel. I'm going to toss that away. And they don't have to be colors that make any sense to anyone but me. So I'm just going to, that's a color shifting green gold. That's a minty green. Both of those are for folk art. I'm not sure whether this is from, but I will be shoveling them up and adding them to the canvas. I'm going to find some dioxidine purple. I'm almost out of that. I want to fill this container up fairly full. Oh, that's plugged. Hey, it came out. That's awesome. I want to fill it up fairly full so it won't have a chance to dry too badly, and it will be less likely to congeal. That's the Prussian blue. That will often sell nicely with other things. That is a color that you can't get anymore, so I shouldn't even bother. That is a 24 karat gold with some orange in it, which is very similar to copper, sort of like a light copper. Where's my darker copper? I got all kinds of coppery colors right now. Like, there's my darker copper. I'm going to go ahead and give myself permission to put a little black enamel in there. If I can, yeah, that's it. It's the plugged one. Of course it is. I got it. There we go. And since all bets are off on this day and everything goes, I'm just going to keep putting colors I like in there, including some of this Art Minds that they don't make anymore that I wish they would make again. Do you hear me, folk art? Alright, if I need something else, I will add it. In the meantime, I will try and remove some of these things. I might have to add a couple more bits here and there. Maybe some white Anitas, metallic. See what happens with that. Doesn't matter what's on there. I am going to spread some. Ooh, I have one spatula left. Wait. Oh, I got another one. It's dry. Cool, huh? I need a spare. Having two is good for me, except for when I leave paint on little bits of it. All right, so I'm looking for and finding some white. Wow, that's hot. Some white paint, and I'm not going to worry about making anything too clean. And whatever I don't cover with white paint is potentially sky, and it may get worked on tomorrow, because I just want to play with the bottom half of this canvas, and since it's in the 90s and paint dries really super fast, my opportunity is limited. That did not come out. Come out, you thing, you. It's not going to matter in a minute as far as the color goes, but it's going to matter that there's some little nubby piece of thread in there that'll show up. So I'm just going to spread that up for right now, and that way I can see if that little thing is gone or not. And I'm going to quick like a bunny, not just knock the paint off my spatula. I'm not going to worry about my edges. I always say that, I know, and then I go ahead and do stuff. But I'm going to wipe the bottom of my shovel off. I'm going to try and be as weird and belligerent as possible and lay down some stripes. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not going any particular direction. I do intend on tipping things. I am going to I'm going to get my paint off. I'm going to try and get my paint off my edge sketcher, because my edge sketcher is what's going to make all this possible. I didn't put any turquoise in there. I guess I put some dark turquoise in there, but I didn't put the color I'd really like in there. So, my edge sketcher's stuck to my Lolafy mat. I think that's really pretty. I don't want to do anything to it. Alright, so let's just at least tip it. so we get some colors flowing over. And then let's flow them back again. Because I can, the name of my first book on the Amazon link. And as soon as these get flowed out to a certain degree, I'm going to put some more colors in there. Oh, I'm losing that purple stripe, and I really, really liked it. Anyway, so things are working out so far, so good. Even to the point of me thinking that I want to take the paint that I've got there and put it on the bottom of the canvas and then squeeze it up and see. I didn't really have enough. But that's okay, because I got a shovel and a pan full of paint, and it makes me happy to do this. Alright, one down. Oh, I'm loving this. Wow. I've been resisting doing this for the longest time. So, looks like I'm going to have some extra paint. I kind of want to just leave those white spots. And if I was really fast today, considering how hot it is, I could probably rescue some of the paint off the edge catcher. But as it is, I'm headed in the wrong direction. As it is, I'm not sure. I'm going to rock that, send it right back again, right over here. And the rest of my paint is still flowing, but it's not flowing as fast. And I want to do a white sky. And I'm going to let all of that flow right over there. And I might even be able to send some of it back again. But I'm loving my colors. Absolutely loving them. I do have that OXO omelet turning spatula. I can rescue the paint off of my edge catcher. I can put it right in there. I did a series of scapes like this with spaces that look like reflections to me. I'm going to go put my skewer right in there. I use GAC 800 by Golden in all of my paint mixes, which means that I can leave my paint heavy without worrying about it cracking when it dries. And that does work for me. So far, so good. So I'm loving all of that, and that just leaves me a sky and maybe some torching. I've got a little more paint, and I can either put it on my Lolafy silicone mat. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to scrape anything else I got off over here. Put it right there. And decide what I should do with my sky. And it's not really much. I kind of want to just put a blue streak up there. In the meantime, I've still got my paint left, and I've got a little bit of canvas showing along the bottom. Usually I tip what I'm doing down, but this time I'm just going to cover that right now because paint's drying so fast right this moment. Alright, so hopefully if I grab something to put over the top of that paint, I can keep it fresh enough to use it again. And in the meantime, why don't I see what's going on up here? I want all the paint chips off my hands. Alright, so there's nothing up there. And I want to grab my lightest, palest blue. I got a color shift. I don't want that. I did just see a painting with this Bahama blue. And I do have this. This is a metallic. And I'm hoping I can get away with what I've got in mind. But I kind of think that if I don't spread some white paint on there, it's not going to flow very nicely. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to wipe off my spatula. Oh, it was wet. Hopefully I can, yeah. Hopefully I can cover any indiscreet markings. And I know that I can get some paint on the edge of this spatula and squeeze it right down into whatever I want. So it comes right close to my very interesting, beautiful colors that I'm calling a landscape, that I'm absolutely enamored of, and I will be doing again and again and again, I promise you. So that's going to go right up over the edge. I'm going to scrape that down. I don't need the most paint in the world up here, just enough to help spread what I've got. I'm going to take another second to get that off the blade of my flip and fold OXO omelet turning spatula that you can find underneath Show More on the link tree on my Amazon site, my Amazon link. If you guys shop there, it said no added cost to you, and it helps me out. I'm going to continue. I'm going to grab a little paint and fill in over here, a little more paint and fill in over there, and the same down there, and then I'm good. And now what am I going to do? I'm going to take the paint that I had and put the Bahama Blue right in it. Now, do I want any more? That's the question. And do I need to push some paint down? And it looks like the answer is I do. And this is the only time I can get away with this. That is a Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula, and a very handy tool to have, and one of 5 I find very useful. I just ordered 3 more of my number 1s without regrets. I think I can live with that blue sky, but I'm very tempted to tip. Oh boy. And if I do, I'm probably going to get myself in trouble. So I'm going to take the white that's on my spatula and mute it just a little bit. See how I like that. I've got flakes of paint. I can feel them falling off my fingers, and I don't want them in the painting. Should have washed my hands after the last time I went in the house. So I'm going to go right here. Cool. I don't know. I don't think I want to go that much further because I really like what I've got. I say that, and you know I'm going to do it anyway. Now I've got a little divot down there. I'm going to use my number 3. Since I've got paint on it, I'm going to drag it across and throw it in the bucket. And I am so happy with that. I'm so glad you guys joined me. I want to say thank you for all the contributions that have kept me painting all this time. I really appreciate them. Yes, I'm still playing in the paint. I said I wouldn't, and then I did. Go figure. You guys know by now. I want to say thank you. I appreciate the thumbs up and the wonderful comments you leave me every day. Keep my morale boosted. Shopping the Amazon link is extremely helpful, so I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. What else? Pixels.com, Fine Art America, Teespring Clothing, all are places you can go shopping. If you look under the link tree, you'll find them all. The Amazon link is at no added cost to you. You can find the Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatulas and the OXO omelet turning spatulas there. I have 1,360 videos plus, organized by the 100 and by the genre, and you can find them on my created playlists under all playlists on my channel header. Also on my channel header is that Teespring store and the community board that'll share with you what tomorrow's video is. I think it's time for me to torch, as long as I have a torch. I don't see a torch anywhere. I wonder what I did with the torch. I know where the torch is. The torch is inside. So I'll point that at you guys and get the torch, because I can't do it without it. I'm not finding it. That's, oh, there it is. I got it. I think I'm getting spacier as time goes on. I'm sorry about that, but at least I can still make some pretty cool art sometimes. Those colors are floating my boat, something fierce. So I torch to release the bubbles caught in the paint. because there's always bubbles caught in the paint from mixing pouring medium in there. Careful not to hold your torch in one place. This is an art, nobody pays me for this. This is an artresin.com torch, and well worth the $50 it cost me, because it replaced 4 or 5 butane torches. I went through a lot of butane and a lot of torches. You can try and bleed them all you want, and they just keep plugging up. I love I've got a little tree up on that knoll. That's very cool. Makes me want more trees. But I think I'm happy, and if I need to cover something else, I've got enough paint in my shovel so I can just put it right in here and be happy with all of that. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I don't think there's anything I forgot. I love you guys. There's 87,000 of you. Oh yeah, I did forget. There's a drawing every single month in the 3rd week of that month, and you can find out what the prizes are because they're included in the exhibition video that's in the last 20 seconds of the end screen of any video. If you are not on Phoenix Rising Priscilla Batzell Art, that's the channel with no commercials. If you're on Phoenix Rising Priscilla Batzell Art, well, you won't, because I won't be putting this on there. This is too cool to put on a commercial-free channel, sorry. I gotta try and pay for art supplies somehow. Alright, you guys, take care of each other and take care of yourselves. I love you dearly. Bye for now. I will see you anon. Priscilla out.